In order to maximize the benefits of your working out or stretching, you need to understand how to safely push yourself to failure. Now, in theory, that's a very simple concept. However, plenty of people overestimate how hard they're actually working. This is where a concept called RIR comes into play. RIR, or also known as reps in reserve, is a simple measurement of how close you were to failure. So let's say you're doing an exercise for 10 repetitions. Once you complete that set, I want you to ask yourself, if I were to continue that workout, how many more repetitions could I have done until I reached complete failure? The number that you will say is your reps in reserve. Now, ideally, we want to have that reps in reserve range somewhere between 1 to 4 reps in reserve. This will ensure that we're not overdoing it, but we're also putting enough tension on the body for it to adapt and overcome. Now, I completely understand if you're currently dealing with an injury, it might be scary to reach that level of exercise intensity. That's where we're going to use a concept called the stoplight analogy and blend it with RIR. So the stoplight analogy is pretty simple. Think of the traffic lights that you'd see on the road, and if you were exercising, if you feel a pain, a 3 or below out of 10 on the pain scale, that's a green light. Keep on exercising, because believe it or not, a little bit of discomfort is actually beneficial to the rehab process. Now let's say you're dealing with a pain, a 4 through 6. That is a yellow light. We want to modify your exercises to hopefully get it back into that green zone, but keep on moving. Now let's say you're dealing with a pain level that's a 7 or above on the pain scale. This is considered a red light. This is when I want you to modify your movement completely or remove it from the daily routine for a period of time. This will just allow us to desensitize the area so you're not continuously agitating it. If you're able to blend the RIR approach and the stoplight analogy approach together, you are well on your way to building a very strong body, but you're also avoiding any unnecessary flare-ups. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know.